friends. I'm so glad that you are here today, and I'm glad I get to connect with you. I was thinking about what would Jesus do in this time of coronavirus, because I had a post from a friend who's back in Pennsylvania who has tested positive for COVID-19, and her husband as well. And in her post, she said that sometimes she's felt like a leper, like she's felt unclean. And it really occurred to me, Jesus spent time with lepers. And I know that we've heard WWJD, what would Jesus do? But that really assumes that we know who Jesus is. We can kind of go along our day and give some things about what would Jesus do, but do we really know who Jesus is? So I have a little exercise for you today. I'm the director of student ministries, so if you're a youth or a child or just a family member, get a piece of paper, and I have a question for you. So the first question is, what does following Jesus really mean to me? And I want you to think about assuming that we follow Jesus, we may not really know who Jesus is very well. So underneath that piece of that sentence, that what does following Jesus mean to me? Now I want you to write on that piece of paper as fast as you can, maybe anything you know about Jesus, one-word descriptions, miracles that he performed, parables that he told, things that you know he said, anything that you can think of that can remind you about who Jesus is. So if we ask, what would Jesus do in this situation, we can really know, oh, it's because I know the true Jesus. I don't just know enough to say I'm a Jesus follower. I really know who Jesus is and what he would do. So back to my friend who lives in Pennsylvania. What would Jesus do? Well, let me tell you. She posted about feeling so loved by people who cared about her, sent videos to her. But she also had people show up on her deck outside with the guitar, and they sang to her. Somebody else rang the doorbell and walked away, and then brought her favorite soup from Panera and her favorite coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, knowing that she can't go out. She basically has to stay in her home. And then other people outside her front window, there were pictures of them giving her air hugs. So just little things. Another group from her church put a basket together that had hand sanitizer and some pretty soaps and some fresh cut flowers, which she loves. So, yep, I think that's what Jesus would do. But what would you do? I'm gonna leave that question with you today, and I hope that you can find ways to be Jesus to people around you. Bye-bye.